Infinite MagicRaid. Play to slay.
This is DGK, and today we're going to go over the challenge Negdia. And we're going to talk about why this is a great event if you want to get some of those mythic shards, and how to do this fairly easily if you're in a little bit of the higher stages, in those medium stages, not in the low ones. I'm pretty sure everybody's got those down. But as we're doing the challenge Negdia, you're going to get these event ranking points here. I'm going to show you how we're going to get up in here to get the points ranking to fairly easily in this top 20. As long as you have a few thousand energy that you can get or that you have available to spend, because we all want these mythic shards. So getting in that points ranking, all we want to get up in here. Also the event points, we're going to get some of those mythic shards too. We're going to be able to get 5 of them as long as we get to 10,000. As we're doing that though, we're also going to be hitting these equipment and artifact goals as well. So you will need some healers. You're going to need healers. Hopefully you have a revive by now. And what you're going to want to do here, let's do 22. We can do this on full auto. So here we have 1, 2, 3 healers in our revive. We have our highest DPS that we can put in there because they are going to draw that aggro from the boss. The boss is going to go after the one who's going to continuously try to make the most amount of damage. Now I have in here my Hazanja, who's going to be putting up the HP burns, and that's where our major damage, and that's where we're going to kill everything with, is going to come from that hand, from her. But let's go back real quick before we go in there. I'm going to show you I do not have her, even though she is an attack champion, AoE damage. I have, for the equipment that we're going to run with her today, we're going to use all effect hit. I would have liked to also in that effect hit get some masteries up more than I have, but that's still okay. But what she does have is the HP. Her HP is going to be super high with a really good defense. I'm not concerned with her attack really whatsoever. Her HP burn is what is going to do the most damage. So as we go in here now, we are going to, let's try stage 22 maybe. Let's go over here. So here's our event, and we can just click on that. We can see it. Let's go in here to 22, and let's watch what happens. As we go through, we're going to want to make sure that we are just healing, debuffing, anything we can through. This doesn't have to be exact team. You can use it. You're going to need one really big damage dealer, like I have there, an aerial. And then we're just going to let the HP burns do their thing, while the healers and our debuffers debuff and heal. But you're really not going to see where this works until we get to the final boss. We can do this on full auto on stage 2 here. I'm gonna select a target because it does take a little longer. But we can generally like select one of these guys because they are going to put everybody in a freeze if we don't get them first. They put up a fairly big shield. But here we go. Now we're going to let these HP burns do their thing. Anybody, I think it's pretty easy for you guys to make it through the stages. I'm going to assume the boss is what's going to become the most difficult for you. Okay. So now we got rid of those two. We're not going to have any freeze. Just easily takes this last guy down. Alright, now here, if you watch, now the boss is going to consistently attack my aerial if it can. It had something up there, so now when it can, it's going to attack my aerial because it wants to get rid of the big DPS here. But as long as we can keep these HP burns up, that's all we really need to beat this boss. So why this is going to matter now is if the boss comes after my aerial, like it's going to, and it kills it, luckily, you know, I do have a revive. So I will be able to revive her. She can draw the aggro again. And that's good. Now we just watch these HP burns stack and just kill off the boss on its own. It's going to go right after aerial again every single time. But as you notice, my Hazanja over here is surviving all this and putting up the HP burns for me so we can just kind of watch the boss die. And this becomes fairly easy. So now if we're up here and above, you know, stage 20, maybe 21, we'll see how many points we get for this run. Okay, come right at her. But we got her down far enough, we shouldn't have to worry about it. We should be able to revive her once. Even I think even if we didn't, we could still win. Now it should go right after her again, but it's drawing aggro away from my Hazanja. This is just consistently putting up these HP burns here. And fairly easy time with the boss, even if we don't have the last one alive right there. There we go. Now out of that one, we got 125. We didn't really get a good piece of equipment, but that's going to work. That drawing that aggro with that larger DPS that you have in there and just keeping alive your HP burn. You can use any kind of HP burn you want. Another good one for that I see that a lot of people are using is let's go back to the beginning here. A lot of people are also using here is Malia. There's a lot of good HP burners out there you can put in there. Just keep your HP burns or poisons or whatever you may doing to damage that boss, but make sure you have one real big DPS that has nothing really more to go with to keep drawing that aggro over who you're using as your DOT, and that will keep you alive through those runs. So for me personally, I would suggest if you have a few extra 1,000 energy, or you can even buy it or whatever you may want to do, I would very highly suggest that we go in here to the Negdia, go to one that you know that you can get something good on. So these are generally pretty good. Do the max that you can. Let's put 99 up in there, just confirm. And you can pretty much just walk away. You can close this out after we actually hit confirm. Multi-battle goes faster. You can close the game out, go on with your day, do what you got to do. And when you come back through these events, you are going to be way up here. I can promise you, you're going to have almost half of this already done. In that points ranking you're going to be at, you're going to be in the top 20. You just do this for the 3 days that you have to do this. If you got to spend some gems to do so, it's really worth it to get all the extra stuff that's in here. So I love these challenge events with these. I've been able to rank in the top 20, actually in the top 10 every single time, by just doing my 99 every day in a higher, not a higher, but a lower 20 stage like that, using the same method. Alright guys, so go get those prizes. Let's have some fun, and if you liked the video, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe.